You see me right here? This is probably around the time where I started to get my spark back. A spark that had been gone for quite some time, actually. Hi, my name is Bree, and I am a faith-based beauty, lifestyle, family creator. 16 months ago, my family and I lost pretty much everything that we had. My husband was forced to leave his job. We had to surrender our animals. We had to forfeit our storage. The only thing that we had were the clothes that we could fit in the car, us, one of our dogs, our cat, and us, and God. We had to leave Austin and move to Houston to live with my husband's mom. And because we were living with my husband's mom, we couldn't keep our cat, so we had to surrender our cat. And then about 2 weeks after all of that happened, the dog that we kept, he died. So much happened in about 3 weeks of our life. And we were doing DoorDash for about 9 months straight. Throughout those 9 months of sitting in the car day in and day out, so much emotions had been gone by. Hating each day, trying to figure out how we got to where we were, not knowing what was next or how we were going to recoup everything that we had lost. It took a long time, but we are finally in a place now, 16 months later, happy in the season that we're in. It took time to realize that what we had gone through, we had to go through it in order to learn how to lean on God and only on God. Not our own striving, not a job, not a car, not anything that we could say that we provided for ourselves, but just solely on God and God alone. About a month and a half ago, I personally had to surrender the emotions that I was carrying because it was a burden. I was sad every day. I was disappointed to wake up to the life that I was living every single day. I wasn't happy. And almost immediately after that surrender, I felt more peace than I had felt in a full year. God began to guide me into doing things that I said that I wasn't going to do until we were back into our own home, which one of them is baking. I learned that I can't hold off on the things that bring me joy, that bring me peace, that helps me to feel closer to God based off my circumstance. I have to just keep going, but also trusting. It's been a long time, but I'm grateful for the peace that God gave me, for Him opening me back up to the spaces that bring me peace, which are baking, doing my makeup, talking about Him, spending time with my family, and just loving on them any chance that I can get. The peace and the happiness that I feel today, I wouldn't have been able to do on my own. I got it because I surrendered those emotions that were pulling me down. God took on those and He replaced them with His peace and His strength and all the fruits of His Spirit. So this is a reminder to you that it doesn't matter what season you're in, whether it's a low one or a high one or a medium one. Always surrender to God. Consistently be in surrender, because there's nothing that you can do in your own strength. It is God's strength that pulls us through, that gets us through each day. It is because of God that we get to feel peace. You may find temporary peace in other places, but only true, everlasting peace comes from God.